What's up, guys? Honestly, I can't remember what day it is. It'll be in the title of this video, so you probably already know what day it is. But it's a hot one, and I know that it looks like really bright in here right now, but it ain't. I've got all the curtains drawn. I've just got it set to auto expose for the lighting in here, and it's probably, I mean, it kind of looks like dusk in here. Like, I've even got the bathroom. Well, it looks like just a big bright light down here, doesn't it? I've actually got the bathroom closed off, and I've got the exhaust fan, and it just kicked again. Are you serious? Alright, so essentially what's going on is it is so hot. I guess everything inside the house is just running really hard to try and keep everything cool. It's about 90 degrees, and the air conditioner keeps cutting off. So it's off right now. Like, you can see. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom in on it. You can see that it's still turned on. Turn off, turn on. So the breaker inside has kicked. So I have no AC out here. So this is what I was going to show you all. While you are hooked up, it's not like you're always guaranteed to have power, right? So now I could go out there and start that generator up. I could. That's what I could do. But because it is so hot, I have found that the generator doesn't even work so good in extremely hot weather. But, can you hear that? I still have this tower fan blowing and this fan blowing to help keep the air circulating. If I don't, the air in here gets so hot, gets so stagnant so fast, it's unbearable. That's where this Kodiak generator comes in. I'm telling you. I've got both these fans plugged in. They're pulling about 95 watts right now, and it's at least keeping the air circulating in here. I've got every blind drawn. This is an aluminum skinned trailer. Okay? This camper reflects so much light and gets rid of heat so fast because of its metal, you know, on the outside. It won't hold it in, you know, like wood or rubber or any of that kind of stuff. So that's how hot it is outside. Not to mention we're on asphalt. So you got blacktop out here on the outside. But if it wasn't for this Energy Kodiak, man, like, I would be done for. Like, I have to keep running inside over and over and over again to flip that switch. But it's like, what's the point? I mean, during these hot hours, it's like 1:26 in the afternoon right now. During these hot hours, it's not going to matter. It really isn't. It's almost more worth it to just turn on a couple of these interior exhaust fans and then keep these interior fans going. And then I try and stay cool via convection with the air blowing around me and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, without this, I would be done for. Now just imagine for a second that this kind of thing was happening to you at a campground. You've got 150 other campers that are in the campground alongside of you, all of them just blaring that AC as hard as they possibly can. You start getting little brownouts, little surges all throughout the park. That happened to us probably like 3 months ago or so. We were at a park, and we could not keep the AC running to save our lives. There were so many surges in the line there at the park. Like, there was no way we could keep the AC going. It was absolutely brutal. So we had to keep going in there, flipping the switch, and flipping the breaker over and over and over again. And that's where one of those full RV surge protectors is going to come in real handy. But it still doesn't help the fact that if there's just not enough power, or if there's just not enough amperage, or if too many people are drawing too much amperage, that you're going to be able to keep your stuff on. I've got propane, so my fridge will stay fine for a little while, but it is so hot, the sun is beating down, that it is going to warm up this fridge. There's just not enough power to run it. Again, that's kind of where I feel like this is an ideal option, especially if you decide to go with, I don't know, like a residential fridge. I know a lot of people are picking up those little, like, dorm room-sized refrigerators, you know, like 4.5 cubic feet, and they're just running it off of like solar electricity, their battery power, And generally, you should be able to get through a really decent hot spell, say between noon and like 4 p.m. on a couple of AGM batteries, assuming you're not running your AC. This thing has been awesome. I am now able to run these couple of fans, keep myself cool for the most part because of this. If it wasn't for this, it would be unbearable in here right now. I've already ran in there like 3 times to try and flip that switch and keep it running. I've unplugged stuff inside. I've raised my cable up off the ground out here so that it's not just sitting and baking on the asphalt. So I'm trying to keep it up off the ground and let convection cool the wire. It's just not enough. It's just absolutely not enough. But with this, I can have both of my fans running at the exact same time. I can plug in multiple USB devices and plug these in. And I don't know, let me see if I can get this to expose a bit better. There we go. You can see that it's drawing 94.5 watts. And unfortunately, it doesn't have like a battery meter per se. You know, like, hey, we've got this much battery left. That's a very imprecise measurement, these little dots, of how much battery you have left. A much better indicator of how much battery power you have left is your volts. 11.82 volts. All right. Well, a fully charged battery is anywhere from between, 12.3 to 12.6 voltage. That's how much pressure the battery has in order to power something. Well, as that pressure drops from 12.6 or so down, that means the battery is becoming less and less charged. So this is how I mainly keep track of my batteries. I always look at my voltage amount to let me know how much I have and when I need to start recharging. This is a decent indicator if you just want to click glance, but this is a much more precise way to keep track of the battery amount in here. 20 pounds. I did have it outside in the bed of the truck like you all saw in my last video, and I was using it so that every single time I turned on the Predator 3500 watt generator, that it would recharge this battery for me. But as soon as the power kept going out, I just went, you know what? I'm bringing it in. I'm going to plug the fans up so that at least I can have the air circulating into here while stuff gets sorted out. Once it starts cooling down, everything will be fine. But until then, you need a bit of a fan to keep the air moving, or it's just going to be absolutely unbearable. That's been my day. That was the other reason why I was highly encouraging people to do a lot of this, like driveway camping, before you actually leave to go, so that you kind of get a much better idea about what it's going to be like when you're actually out there. Or, you're going to go out there and you're just going to be completely unprepared. You're just going to go, oh God, here we go. These are problems in both the hottest months and the coldest months. And you're going to have to learn how to deal with them. That's been my day. I've been literally just trying to keep the air on because it is so brutally hot. But thanks to the Energy Kodiak, I have been able to keep my fans running without having to burn any gas, generate any heat. It is just the perfect complement. And I'm not even out of my driveway yet, and I need it. How insane is that? I hope this helps somebody. I know it's expensive, but, it has been an absolute lifesaver. You can run so much stuff, like when you're boondocking, or when you don't have access to electricity, or, just when something catastrophic happens, you still got that little backup box to kind of help you out, help you limp along until you can get everything else sorted out. And, if it gets a little low and you've got to run to the store, just throw it in the truck, plug it into the 12 volt, your alternator will recharge it much faster than an AC wall outlet anyway. It really is. It's invaluable, and I would recommend it to anyone. So, alright, that's all I got. Peace. Stay cool out there. Stay cool.